Hey guys, Nick coming to you with another Infinity Kingdom video. In this one, we are going to cover all the shops in the game. I'm going to give you the best items to get in each one of them. And we're going to look at this as a free-to-play low spender, a little bit onto the mid-spender tier as well. Not as well, it's going to be efficiency over quantity. And this has been requested, so if you have questions after reviewing the video, if I forgot something, just let me know, and we can always discuss in the Discord channel as well. Let's get started without any further ado. There are a lot of shops that we need to cover, and we are going to touch all of them right now. So VIP, if you're a free-to-play low spender, most likely you're not VIP. Don't worry, the VIP shop is not amazing at all. It's actually quite bad. VIP is all about the boost that you get, not the shop. So we're not going to talk about the shop. There's really nothing in here that you would need. Now, in the market, I know it's not necessarily a shop, but it is something that we should cover as well. It's going to be brief. You should focus on the immortal. Don't go for resources. Don't go for gold. Don't go for speed up. Don't go for artifact, schematic, or material. Only the immortal that you need, and focus on the right immortals. I would not even do these. Personally, I think they are too easily farmed, and this is probably more important. Even if I have a lot, even if you have a lot, I wouldn't really do this just on Gnome's bus. Let's move to the shop, the main shop, the one that everybody has access to, the one that everybody sees the same way. Now, for free to play and low spender, VIP should only be spent on if you're about to hit a good threshold, if you're almost about to hit the next level, and during this event, the spinning reward. If it's this event, if you're about to hit the next level, you can spend a little bit on VIP. It would at least give you something for spending gems, but be careful. Gems is very valuable. There's a lot of things that you need to buy with gems. I would not overdo it on VIP. Don't do resources for sure. Don't do speed up for sure. Now, the protection barrier, if you absolutely need it, you can. The enhanced attack, enhanced defense, if you absolutely need it, you can. There are better ways to get them. We'll get to them once we look at the other shop. And before we get to the other shop, after this shop, I'm going to give you tips as well. When it comes to the boost, you could do the gold, especially early game, but I don't think doing the gold every single day should be done by free-to-play or low spender. Yes, gold has become very important nowadays, but I don't think it's worth spending 500 gem all the time. Don't do the marching speed and instant recall. If you need it, you have the option to buy it directly when you need to use it instead of using the item, so just don't stack on them. Some player asked me if they should stack on this during the spending reward. If you are already using them a lot, you could get a little bit to make sure you get enough dice to complete the event. I don't necessarily like it because I don't think you need to keep the boost going, and I don't think you need to have so many of these in advance. Yes, you get a little bit less value if you use them here instead of during the event, but it's not the end of the world. Don't get random TP, they're not good. You get a lot, you used to get a lot, but I wouldn't really do them. Territorial teleport are very good. A lot of player needs them during KVK, but there are better way to get them than spending 500 gems a pop. Definitely don't do Philostone. Before we move to the next stores, this is the biggest tips I can give you. If you have more than one account and they're VIP high enough, there's actually a lot of item that you can give yourself or you can request from your alliance mate. When you go to anybody on your alliance and you do gift, these are based on VIP level, but as you can see, the enhanced crit and random TP, enhanced dodge, these are not really things that you should give other player or yourself because you will get a lot, and the random teleport is honestly not all that amazing. But right from the word option, you already have enhanced attack. This is already very good because enhanced attack is something that you will need to buy or obtain other ways because you don't generate a lot of them. You could use one of your smaller accounts to give you these buffs so you can keep the currency on your main account to buy something else in the shops. Same thing with barriers, same thing with teleports. I would say these three are all what you really want to give yourself. You always have the defense, which is fine. This is not the most needed, and the 24-hour barrier is okay. You need to be, I think, VIP level 11 or maybe even more, but it's not all that needed. You could just do this one, right? It's fine. This one is very good though, and this one is extremely good to give yourself. This was a little bit tip, sidetracked, because it is something that you should not get from the shop if you can give yourself. Let's continue with the next shop, which is the wish shop. These are skills. We're not going to talk about skills in this video. It's not what we're looking for. But when you look at the wish shop, there are warnings for free to play, low spender, and mid spender. First, the main thing you should buy with your spender is skills. Get the right skills, of course, but don't buy artifact or don't overdo it on alchemy stone to try and get a better artifact because skills are what is the most important for free to play low spender and even mid spender if you're not maxed out on them already. Example, if you don't have no escape, if you don't have energy shield, never ever should you spend your cinder on an artifact before that. This is the biggest warning about this shop. We're not going to go into each skills, but the skills are the most important. Now let's take a look at the Insignia shop. This is the arena shop. What you really need to get every time this refresh is the Stardust. Stardust is a must for anybody almost. They're very, very important for your immortals. Get the Stardust. If you don't have a Wind Dragon, if you're not working on a Wind Dragon, chances is you don't want to unless you're in the top 3 in arena all the time in your server. 6,000 every 20 something days takes a very long time to max out a Wind Dragon and is not cheap. You will need a lot of these. Therefore, you need to be top 3 in your server all the time. Don't do immortals. The rest of your currency can go into enhanced attack, enhanced defense buff. These are the two ones that you need the most um, because they're the one that you generate the less. You will get a lot of these from KVK, a lot of these from KVK, but not these two. They're very important for IBL, IB. They're very important for fighting overall. If you're fighting for kill event, KVK, can't even do them for arena. They're very important overall. Let's take a look at the Alliance shop. Very simple, guys. Only one thing you need to get. It's a space portal. Why? You can only get one a day, no more. And when you look at this, everything else you can get somewhere else. Space Portal is only here in one other place, but here is basically free if you form it. If you form the Alliance coins well enough, it's basically free. It is something that you must always or almost always get when you can. You should almost always get or have 70, depending on the power of your account for sure. But if something happens in your server, or you just feel like a change, you want to change server, you need this item. If you're short on it, you will need, example, if you need 20 more, to wait 20 days before moving out. Chances are you're not going to be in a KVK. It may be more than 20 days that you need to wait. Just do yourself a favor and stack those up whenever you can. Even if you have too much, you don't know what's going to happen. At the end of the day, the other item you can get elsewhere anyway. Let's go to the Mysterium shop. In my opinion, if it's your main account, Mysterium shop has to be focused on artifact that you need on your main team or your second team. If you want to work on your third team, it's because your main and second team artifacts are already maxed out. Then yes, you can work on your other team. But you also have this here. The teleport are pretty cheap. You can get 10. If you can give them to yourself from another account, you're better off doing a Mysterium on your second account, giving you the portal and keeping the currency for artifact. But if you don't have a second account, this is also a good get. And it's not too expensive. It's 10 every 2 days. It's a lot of teleport that you can get yourself. Don't do immortal fragment. I wouldn't do that at all. You can get them from Philistone, from ship, a lot of other ways. This only if you need them, right? Now we are going to move to a few other shops. We're going to start with the daily shop. So this is not for free to play, but for low spender. In my opinion, the only thing you need to get in this shop is really these. If you are going for a cost or want to go for a cost at some point, you will need these from this shop. Only way to get them. If you want to focus heavily on your artifact, this is the best way to get them. You only get them in an event otherwise, but it's 10 every time the event comes online, so it's very slow. This is a good get for maxing your main team artifact quickly at the very least, and then from the event you can max your second team slowly. Let's move to the other shop. We're gonna do the time rift breaker. Time rift breaker, very simple. You must get the dust every time it resets. You get the dust. That's the easiest way to do. Only the dust is already enough. If you need Dragon Essence, it's very good to get from the shop. You can get 5 every week, only 50k. If you need it, get it from the shop. It's very cheap overall. It's very easy to get. So really, in this shop, these are the only two you want to get. The other option are going to be the keys if you are low on keys and you already buying this or you don't need this. The keys that you want to get is the green one. Honestly, I always destroy chest if I get this one because it's not worth the time for the amount of crystal that you get. I just click the X and form another non-boss. Once you get to the green one, it's fine. You can use the keys. You actually save up a little bit if you do keys from the green one and then you merge them into higher one. Just quick math, 1,600. You need 2 green key to make your blue one. That means 3,200. If you buy the blue directly, it's 3,400, so you save 200. So just buy the green one and form them into whichever you need. Now, let's move to the relic shop. Relic shop, in my opinion, for any fighter is where you get your training and your speed up, healing speed up. I always max these 4 up. I don't need this because I give them to myself. However, it would be another option to go with the territorial teleport. And then you also have the enhanced attack, enhanced defense. That can be a good option. Don't do resources. Don't do immortal fragment unless you are a fire main and your Wu is your main team, main damage dealer, and she's not maxed at the moment. She could be an option, but anything else, if she's not on your main team, even if she's on your second team and not maxed out yet, I wouldn't do Wu. I would do these instead. These are a better investment down the line. We're gonna take a really quick look at the illusion battlefield. It depends on how much you generate, but the shop is very simple. I would get the Stardust. If you have more than just and able to get more than just the Stardust, and you need a Dragon Essence, it could be a Dragon Essence. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter. You can get a little bit of territorial teleport, a little bit of marching speed. Really doesn't matter that much. The main focus is really the Stardust. And again, this shop refresh. Very long cooldown. So get the Stardust and you're already gold. Gucci, good. Now, let's take a look at the POS shop before we look at the King of the Hill, the Legion of Firstborn. POS, it depends on your account. If you're a chaos player, these are the one that you want to get. If you're not a chaos player, these are the one that you want to get. So chaos player, Crimson Moonlight, not chaos player, Stardust. With the new version of the TOS, unfortunately, you cannot max out everything that you want in this shop anymore. It refreshed twice. I got these on the first time, and now I don't have anything else or almost, right? Um, if you can max out, example, if you're a non-chaos player, you max this out the first time before it reset, and then you max it out again. That's the best version of Seven for you. Now, Legion of Frostborn, you need to go for skills. If you want a skill that you will use, unlock it, put it on your main model, good. If the skills are not the best for your team, you get a bad one, you sell it, be careful because they're going to cost more afterwards. And you're also not going to be able to get them again, so be careful. But you get a bad skill, you sell them, and then you go into the wish shop and you get the skill you want. There's also going to be the newest skill that are going to be available for those that already maxed out this shop. So this is going to be good for older player. Don't do these. These are cosmetic. A free-to-play low spender should really focus on power. Don't do this. Not worth it. Don't do these. Not worth it at all. You can get them somewhere else. Really focus on the skills. Also, don't buy the chest. Yes, you can get access to Ole and Shadow. I don't think they're really worth it because you will most likely get this and that a lot of the time, and you want to use these on skills. I would not even use gems for these, honestly, at least until they change the percentage of the chance. When it comes to this shop, what I do with this currency is I max out the artifact just because I need to use them. They're going to reset. I save these, or I will go with skills if I can afford a battle pass. It really depends, but honestly, just get the skill that you want or save up. So we've covered all the shop. I believe we can quickly go on this one. It's not a shop, but even free to play, once you're maxed out on castle level, you can get to 30 with almost spending no gem, and you should. Just get to use the right talents. If you're earlier in your account, go as high as you can without spending too much gem. The best one to get at the very least, in my opinion, is up to the research because the research is very hard to max out. It requires a lot of speed up. So this is very good. This, however, is also very good because you need to train if you fight a lot. This is it for this video, guys. If you have any more questions, if I've forgotten a shop or anything, let me know. Oh, actually, there is one before we finish. It's the Golden Path. Almost forget about it. Almost forgot. So it depends on your immortals. If you're, example, a YSS player, it's not max. You go for YSS. It's the same thing with any immortal that you need to go for. Really focus on your main march, second march afterwards. Um, I would not actually do the artifact. They're very expensive. You can get them from another event now. But if you have the currency, you could always go for them. What I really like to do, however, is always max out this one and this one because it's pretty cheap. Portal, if you absolutely need it. Now, the dust is actually quite expensive because it's only 1 for 10. You would need 1,000 to max out. And even if you max out, it's only 100. It's not that high. The Moonlight also very expensive, but at the end of the day, they're very expensive anyway, so I go for it as a chaos player. Then you have these as well. If you're a example, a Earth player, you could get Alex, you could get Charles, you could get Zenobia, YSS. This is a good get. You could always try your luck. Example, if you are a Can player, you could, and Can is the only Lightning, you could always get those, but chances are sometimes you're not going to get Can at all, but it's still an option. Personally, I wouldn't really do the cosmetic when it comes to skin. The best skin, if you do get one, it's the one I'm currently using and I have all the time, and it's this one. And the reason it's for the SP recovery speed, you would need to boost your immortal, and as a early account or a free-to-play low spender, this takes a lot of time to do on two teams. But this is it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any question, let me know. I know I've not done the legendary and peak battle pass shop. The reason is it really depends too much on what you're doing. Basically, just go with the one that you're focusing on. But this is definitely another topic. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any question, any topic, comment, let me know.